Ever heard of a company called BlackRock? Unless you're glued to the financial news, probably not. But here's the thing, this company is kind of a big deal, like a big deal. They manage more money than most countries have. So who owns this financial behemoth? Buckle up, because we're about to dive into the world of BlackRock. BlackRock is like the Beyoncé of the financial world. Everyone knows their name, but few truly understand their power. They're not just managing your grandma's retirement fund, though they might be doing that too. They're shaping markets, influencing governments, and generally calling the shots in the global economy. But who are the people behind the curtain, pulling the levers of this financial colossus? Let's find out. BlackRock's story is a classic tale of Wall Street ambition, starting not in a gleaming skyscraper, but a humble basement. It was 1989, and a group of young, hungry financiers had a vision. They wanted to build a company that would dominate the world of investing. Leading the charge was Larry Fink, a man who would become a Wall Street legend. They started small, focusing on bonds, which are basically IOUs from governments and companies. But their ambition was anything but small. They were playing the long game, and they were playing to win. Fast forward to today, and that little basement operation has transformed into a global giant. BlackRock manages trillions of dollars, more than the entire GDP of many countries. Talk about a glow-up. So, how did BlackRock get so big? One word, ETFs. That stands for exchange-traded funds, and they're kind of like the financial version of a variety pack. Instead of picking individual stocks, you get a mix, which spreads out your risk. Instead of buying individual stocks, you buy a share of an ETF, which owns a bunch of different stocks in a certain sector, like tech or energy. This way, you're not putting all your eggs in one basket. BlackRock's iShares ETFs are like the Coca-Cola of the ETF world. They're everywhere. They offer a wide range of options, catering to different investment strategies and risk appetites. They've made investing more accessible to everyday people, which is cool. Now, even if you're not a Wall Street expert, you can still participate in the stock market. But it's also given BlackRock an insane amount of influence. With so many assets under management, they have a significant say in corporate decisions. Think about it. They own pieces of almost every major company on the planet. This means they can influence how these companies are run, from environmental policies to executive pay. Imagine BlackRock as a landlord, but instead of owning apartments, they own tiny slices of thousands of companies. This gives them a unique power to shape the business landscape. Need to get a company to change its policies? BlackRock can just threaten to evict them from their portfolio. This kind of leverage is unprecedented and shows just how powerful they've become in the financial world. Okay, so BlackRock is massive and powerful. It's one of the largest asset management firms in the world, with trillions of dollars under its management. But who are the people actually steering this ship? Who makes the crucial decisions that guide its direction? Well, it's not just one person calling the shots. It's a collective effort involving many key players. BlackRock is a publicly traded company, which means anyone can buy a piece of it. This opens the door for a wide range of investors. But the biggest chunks belong to institutional investors like banks, pension funds, and sovereign wealth funds. These entities hold significant shares and wield considerable influence. These are the big players, and they have a say in how BlackRock is run. Their decisions can impact the company's strategy and operations. Then there's Larry Fink, the CEO and chairman, who's been with the company since its inception. He's basically the captain of the ship, guiding BlackRock through the complex waters of global finance. He's the one setting the course for BlackRock, making strategic decisions that shape the company's future. And his decisions have huge ripple effects throughout the global economy. What he decides can influence markets and economies worldwide. And let's not forget the thousands of employees, the analysts, the portfolio managers, the tech whizzes. They're the backbone of BlackRock. They're the ones actually making the trades, crunching the numbers, and developing the technology that keeps BlackRock ahead of the curve. Together, they ensure that the BlackRock machine keeps running smoothly, adapting to market changes and seizing new opportunities. Section 5. The power of the purse strings. Here's where things get really interesting. This is the part where we delve into the true influence wielded by financial giants. Because BlackRock owns so much stuff, they have a lot of power over the companies they invest in. Their reach extends across various sectors, from technology to healthcare and even energy. Think of it like this. If you own a majority of the stock in a company, you basically get to decide what that company does. Your influence can shape the company's policies, strategies, and even its future direction. BlackRock might not always have a controlling stake, but they're often one of the largest shareholders. This significant ownership means they have a strong voice in corporate decisions. That means their vote carries a lot of weight. When BlackRock speaks, companies listen, and their decisions can sway the outcome of crucial votes. They can use that power to push companies to adopt more sustainable practices, for example, or to improve their corporate governance. This can lead to positive changes, such as reducing carbon footprints or enhancing transparency. Of course, there's also the risk that BlackRock could use its power for less than noble purposes. The concentration of such power in one entity can be a double-edged sword. What if they pressure companies to prioritize profits over everything else, even if it means harming the environment or exploiting workers? The potential for misuse of power is a significant concern, and it raises questions about accountability and ethical responsibility. Section 6. Whispers in the halls of power. BlackRock's influence doesn't stop at the corporate world. They're also major players in the world of politics. They advise governments on economic policy, they lobby for favorable regulations, and they donate millions of dollars to political campaigns. Some people argue that BlackRock's political influence is a good thing. They say that BlackRock's expertise can help governments make better decisions. Others worry that BlackRock's political activities give them too much power over our elected officials. Think of it like this. Imagine a single company having the ear of every president and prime minister around the world. That's the level of access BlackRock has. Is that a good thing? That's a question we all need to be asking. Section 7. The two sides of a financial titan. Like any powerful entity, BlackRock has its pros and cons. On the one hand, they've made investing more accessible and efficient. They've also pushed for greater corporate responsibility and sustainability. On the other hand, their sheer size and influence raise concerns about market concentration and potential conflicts of interest. Critics argue that BlackRock is too big to fail and that its dominance stifles competition. Imagine a world where a single company controls the majority of food production. Sure, they might make food more affordable, but what happens if they decide to raise prices or limit access? That's the kind of power we're talking about with BlackRock. Only it's not food, it's the entire financial system. Section 8. Too big to ignore. Whether you like it or not, BlackRock is a force to be reckoned with. They're shaping the world in profound ways, and their influence is only going to grow in the years to come. So what can we do about it? The first step is awareness. The more people understand how BlackRock operates and the power it wields, the better equipped we'll be to hold them accountable. It's also crucial to demand greater transparency from our elected officials. Who are they listening to? Whose interests are they serving? These are questions we should be asking constantly. Section 9. The future of money. As technology advances and the financial landscape continues to evolve, it's only natural to wonder what role BlackRock will play in the future of money. Will they become even more powerful, or will new players emerge to challenge their dominance? Some experts believe that BlackRock is well positioned to capitalize on the rise of digital currencies and blockchain technology. Others warn that their size could make them slow to adapt to rapid technological change. One thing's for sure, the future of finance is uncertain. But one thing remains constant. Knowledge is power. By understanding the forces that shape our financial system, we can make more informed decisions about our own financial futures. Section 10. Your financial world, shaped by... So, the next time you hear BlackRock's name, Remember this, they're not just some faceless corporation. They're a powerful entity with the ability to impact your life in countless ways. From the investments you make to the policies your government enacts, BlackRock's influence is pervasive. It's up to us to stay informed, ask tough questions, and demand a financial system that works for everyone, not just the select few. The future of finance is being written right now. Let's make sure it's a story we can all be a part of.